The 718 was the four-cylinder boxer engine sports car in the late 50s, and especially at the end of 1961, a coupe version, the 718 GTR, which was established at that time, which then took part in the 1962 Le Mans 24-hour race quite successfully. This illustrated quite well that this car did indeed exist, both as a convertible version as well as a coupe version. And the same is true again today, with the Boxster as a convertible and the Cayman as a coupe. An excellent match. They have the same engines, the same mid-engine layout, and that fits extremely well in the current combination. The 718 was obviously the source of inspiration for the new 718 Cayman and the Boxster. That starts with the design. We have this typical mid-engine design, these proportions, the shape, that simply show us the historic 718 is the forebear of today's cars. And then there is, of course, the fundamental principle, this idea of perfect lightweight design, the power-to-weight ratio. It wasn't necessary for us at Porsche to have the most powerful engines, but we used the smartest technology. In this case, back in the 50s, it was this little four-cylinder engine with four camshafts, which had such good high-revving characteristics and was really powerful. I'm sure this core idea that you don't need the most powerful car with the greatest engine displacement, but the car that is the most agile, has the best power-to-weight ratio, and is also the most reliable, is part of the essence of Porsche as a brand. With the new 718 models, we transport that essence into the present.
I think design is something that always requires us to react to the current day and age. It is constantly developing, and I think that every car we make is right for its time. Talking of the 718, back then the 718 was the perfect little racing car. And for me, the new 718 is the perfect little racing car for 2016.
I always say that what makes a Porsche stand out are that the driver, the vehicle, and the road are one in a certain kind of harmony. And the car transfers the driver's precise steering movements and reactions directly onto the road, without body roll. It does exactly what I, as the driver, tell it to do. Lots of people tune cars and this and that, including brakes and good chassis. But it's the passion for detail and haggling to optimize the individual solutions in detail that really makes the difference in the end. And sometimes we also wonder ourselves, oh, now how did we manage to go one better yet again?
I think the driving experience will convince anyone, thanks to its boost in performance. Particularly, the turbo engine makes it possible to achieve a palpable improvement in performance even at low engine speeds. And of course, experience in the engine's high revving capability and the typical sound of the B4 Boxer engine. We offer the base model with the 2.0-liter four-cylinder turbo boxer engine with 300 horsepower. That is an increase of 25 horsepower relative to its predecessor, and its maximum torque is 380 Newton-meters, which is 90 Newton-meter more than the predecessor. The Cayman S has the 2.5-liter engine with 350 horsepower and a maximum torque of 420 Newton-meter, which is also an increase of 25 horsepower and 50 Newton-meter more torque.
50 Newtonmetern.
The new 718 Cayman accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in just 4.7 seconds and reaches a top speed of 275 kilometers per hour, while the S accelerates from 0 to 100 in a mere 4.2 seconds and reaches a top speed of 285 kilometers per hour.
85 Kilometer pro Stunde.
Ja, der 718, der Cayman.
Yes, the 718, the Cayman that we are pleased to present now, was intended to achieve even greater precision than its predecessor. By greater precision, we mean sharper styling, more precise styling, but also significantly improved driving characteristics and, of course, commensurate driving performance. That is all part and parcel of such a mid-engine sports car.
So ein Mittelmotor-Sportwagen.
Ich würde mal so formulieren, wir haben
I'd put it this way. We sent the new Cayman to the gym.
und das Fahrzeug wirkt einfach.
Now the car seems a bit more agile, more sporty, and at the same lighter, which was actually one of the things we had been aiming to achieve.
Und wenn wir von vorne mal das
If you look at the car from the front, the contours are sharper, clearer, and from my point of view, a bit reduced in comparison to its predecessor.
als sein Vorgänger. Seitenansicht
Seen from the side, it all appears a bit flatter. The wings are a bit reduced in height.
in der Höhe. Das Dach ist
The roof, of course, tapers a bit faster to the back,
schneller nach hinten, so wie das so ausläuft.
and the rear has a more clearly defined spoiler lip, giving it a more sporty look in that area.
Fahrzeug so ein bisschen mehr Sportlichkeit an der Stelle. Gut an der Seite.
Seen from the side, it is worth mentioning that the Cayman now also has the new wing mirrors. With the V-foot look, as we refer to it, a very sporty foot. This makes the car sportier than ever. Even when you're sitting in the car, you can see how this element has enhanced the car. A nice detail. Now at the same time, we have a new door handle on the side. Admittedly, that is only a minor detail, but often it is these small elements that give the car a more precise charm. We left the little shell elements from the 981 away, which is now a very purist outer contour of the door latch. The door handle is simply positioned nicely now.
Diese Schale einfach positioniert.
The introduction of the 718 Cayman also sees the introduction of a number of new PCM features. Amongst other things, it is now possible to link two phones, to modify your waypoints by drag and drop, and to retrieve a variety of information using the PCM Connect app, including information about the weather, car parks near your destination, and events.
Ja, ein Porsche ist ein
A
Sportwagen.
Porsche is a sports car for everyday use, ideal for Saturday afternoon drive or a tour through the Alps where the car is pure fun. But I can also endure daily traffic jams in this car. And if you do have to endure daily traffic jams, simply reeling off the routes, then the assistance systems are also very helpful, even in a sports car. Be it the automatic cruise control, which can now coast with improved efficiency too, or lane assist, which has been adopted from the 911. They simply offer relief to drivers. But we wouldn't be Porsche if we didn't offer new sporty features in addition to assistance systems like these. Be it the new sports chassis, lowering the ride by 20 millimeters, and regulated dampers, now also available for the Cayman for the first time, i.e. the PASM Sport Tuning. Then there's the new GT Sport steering wheel inherited from the 918, which is 375 millimeters in diameter. On the steering wheel, if the car comes with Sport Chrono package, there is the new mode switch with the 4 positions familiar from the 911, which Cayman and Boxster drivers can now select too, with Sport and Sport Plus, and then an individual position in addition to the normal position, which drivers can basically customize as they wish. Do I want to activate the Sport exhaust system in this mode, or drive the car with stiff dampening, or whatever? So we offer that now too. So, on the one hand, we offer a balance between greater driving safety and comfort, and on the other hand, greater sporting performance.
In Richtung Sportlichkeit.